Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're breaking down exactly how FinQuest.Ph is transforming the landscape for SME borrowers in the Philippines. If you run a small or medium-sized enterprise, you already know that capital is the absolute lifeblood of your operations. But actually getting your hands on that capital, that has historically been a massive headache. So today, we're going to explore a really fascinating shift in the Philippine financial ecosystem. We're talking about the move away from traditional siloed lending models toward a new, decentralized, platform-based matchmaking system. So here's our roadmap for today. We're going to look at the SME funding gap, meet our financial matchmaker, check out the one-app system advantage, see exactly how borrowers win, and finally talk about security and data privacy. Let's get right into it. Part 1. The SME funding gap. The missing middle. So why is getting a business loan just so ridiculously difficult and tedious? If you're an SME owner, you definitely know the frustration. You're kind of stuck in this weird limbo. You're too big for microfinance, but traditional banks just bog you down with mountains of paperwork. Economists actually call this the missing middle. Traditional commercial banking usually demands extensive documentation, audited financial statements, and a long track record that, frankly, a lot of growing SMEs just don't have yet. And all of that friction, it acts as a massive roadblock to your expansion. Honestly, traditional bank loans often feel like a Sisyphean climb, just pushing a boulder up a hill of endless, repetitive physical paperwork and weeks of agonizing waiting. High origination costs and heavy friction literally keep you away from the capital you desperately need to grow. It's like being asked for your entire life history in triplicate just to buy a stapler. You see, for traditional lenders, the administrative overhead needed to vet an SME, things like site visits, manual document checks, complex credit risk assessments, it can actually be prohibitively expensive compared to the size of the loan you're asking for. It's just a massive systemic inefficiency. Moving on to part 2. Meet the financial matchmaker, a structural remedy. Well, when traditional systems drop the ball for a huge chunk of the market, technology inevitably steps in to bridge the gap, right? Enter FinQuest. Led by former Philippine Deposit Insurance Corporation President Jose Carmelo Nograles, FinQuest functions strictly as a centralized platform to connect you with vetted financial institutions. Now, it's really important to note that FinQuest is not a bank itself. It's a technological marketplace. Nograles' deep background in public finance and bank regulation actually gives the platform some serious institutional gravitas. It ensures they navigate the complex oversight of the BSP and the SEC with absolute precision. Let's compare the two. The traditional way, it's siloed, involves repetitive forms, weeks of waiting, and leaves you with super limited options. You're physically going from branch to branch, filling out the exact same paperwork. But the FinQuest way, it's one platform, a single application, curated matches, and totally transparent rates. By doing this, the platform essentially curates your profile and acts as a pipeline of vetted leads for the lenders. This actually subsidizes the business development costs of its partner institutions, meaning they can focus on deploying capital rather than just hunting around for leads. All right, part 3, the one-app system advantage, frictionless financing. You can completely say goodbye to visiting multiple bank branches with this incredibly frictionless 3-step workflow. Step 1, you create a single-entry digital profile capturing your business name, financial history, and your loan requirements. Step 2, the platform blasts your profile out to a network of lenders who come back with term sheets and varying rates. And Step 3, you simply review the offers side by side, pick the best one, and accept. It really is that straightforward. By just filing online with a single-entry digital application, you shift the entire burden of discovering and comparing loans right onto the platform. Think about the amount of time you save here. Instead of dedicating your very limited resources to chasing down bank managers, this automated workflow routes your application to multiple potential lenders simultaneously. This drastically cuts down your time to capital, which, as any entrepreneur knows, is often the absolute make-or-break factor in business survival. Okay, part 4. How borrowers win. Faster, cheaper, better. So what are the actual benefits for you? Well, because multiple lenders are looking at your vetted lead, they are pressured in a sort of auction-like environment to give you their most competitive terms, meaning the lowest possible rates. Plus, getting onto the platform comes at zero cost to you as the borrower. You get to effortlessly compare interest rates and repayment schedules, whether that's weekly, bi-monthly, or monthly, right there on your dashboard. This total transparency forces lenders to put their absolute best foot forward if they want to win your business, which effectively drives down the interest rate floor for SMEs. And when we talk about access to varied loan amounts, maybe you just need a quick injection of, say, 5,000 pesos. The ecosystem absolutely has you covered there with partner microloans. The marketplace caters to a massive variety of needs. Sometimes you just need a small bridge loan to make payroll or cover a sudden cash flow hiccup while you're waiting on receivables. And you can easily find partners within the network ready to facilitate those microtransactions really fast. Or, on the flip side, if you're looking to scale aggressively, you can access offers all the way up to 20 million pesos for major equipment or massive expansion. The true beauty of the matchmaker model is that it scales right alongside you. By matching you with everyone from digital-first fintechs like First Circle or SeatCap partners, all the way to more traditional financing companies, you get access to both non-collateral and collateral-based loans, depending on your creditworthiness and your size. The whole shebang. Finally, Part 5. Security and data privacy. Protecting your business. Now, you might be wondering about safety. Well, your name and contact details are completely hidden from lenders until you actively choose to accept a loan offer. Look, when you're uploading tax returns and sensitive financial statements online, cybersecurity isn't just a nice to have, it's an absolute necessity. To make sure you only deal with serious lenders and stay anonymous during the bidding phase, your project's financial numbers are shared so lenders can assess the risk. But your identifying details, those are locked in a strict black box. This guarantees you won't be bombarded by unsolicited marketing or have your data casually passed around the financial sector without your explicit consent. So you're interacting within a highly regulated, super safe ecosystem designed specifically to protect your downside risk. The platform strictly complies with BSE cybersecurity protocols and ensures that all lenders are verified and SEC registered. Plus, by adhering to the Data Privacy Act's principle of data minimization, they actually delete your application details from their servers once a loan is accepted. This brilliantly protects you from any long-term exposure just in case there ever was a platform-level breach. I really love this quote. The ability to match the right borrower with the right lender at the right price is not just a technical achievement. It is a vital service that unlocks the potential of thousands of businesses. That hits the nail on the head. The long-term impact of this kind of platform on the Philippine credit market is just profound. It directly challenges the old oligopolistic tendencies of the traditional banking sector by bringing in true transparency and fierce competition, all while modernizing the whole ecosystem and dramatically reducing our reliance on outdated, paper-based processes. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Are you ready to ditch the tedious paperwork, let reputable lenders actually compete for your business, and truly own your future? Definitely something to think about the next time your business needs that crucial funding to reach its true potential. The tools to secure transparent, competitive, and frictionless capital are literally at your fingertips right now. The financial ecosystem is evolving rapidly, and by leaning into digital matchmakers, your business can finally bridge that missing middle. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep pushing your business forward.